Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, vintage CJ Stroud, locked in, fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. CJ Stroud, the Texans, putting the beat down on the Ravens. This is like vintage CJ Stroud. Little play action drift, wide open. Nico Collins right on the logo. Big chunk, get us going. Outstanding. Again, CJ Stroud at his best, for me, plays with great timing, great rhythm, great anticipation, accuracy, all things on full display against the Ravens in Baltimore. Excellent ball handling. Ball comes out right on time. Now, again, we're scheming it open. Love the play action on second down here, but this is just a simple drift. So once we end up in a 2x2 condensed formation, the play action, the sell of this thing, as we come out, extending the ball, hit our back foot, and the ball's out. And for this kind of drift, allow you to find some space in there. If that wasn't there, it's usually paired up with a deep out or come back on the other side to give you that kind of simple 1 to 2. But again, there's so much space here for the drift because of the play action fake. Wide open. Watch the second level of that defense. Just a huge hole here right on the logo. They make it look easy, pitch and catch, and we are rolling. Again, to me, this is what CJ Stroud looked like as a rookie. Being able to come out there, get the ball out quickly, on time. We know we got some issues up front. Okay, so the ball's got to come out with a sense of urgency, back foot, ball out. Excellent. Little mini chunk, and we are rolling. Next one here, a little third and short. This is a really cool design play. It ends up being just a simple gun naked with a little slide or sneak flat to the tight end here, but I really want to show exactly what happens when you're playing man coverage and you have these kind of tweener motions. So the motion landmark here, when the ball is snapped, really screws with the defense and who's who in the zoo. That ends up being a nice little hand grenade toss over the edge defender for a first down. But at the snap here, so they snap it right there. So technically, okay, let's just pretend we're playing defense here. Okay, I know it's a big mental gymnastics for many of us. Okay, the 1, the 2, the 3. Okay, the 1, the 2, as far as numbering these eligibles outside in. So defensively here, you'd think, all right, corner here. All right, here's the number 2 eligible. There's really only 2 ways to do this in man coverage. Someone's got him. They're either peeling or someone has him man to man. Okay, again, we don't know who it is. The number 3 here is the one that's tough because he's now motioning. What are their rules? Is it when he crosses the ball? Is it when he starts going that direction? Is it this guy's responsibility? Who's responsible for him? Are they funneling him between these two right now? What are they doing to cover him in man-to-man? Whatever it is, the execution of it is wrong because he's wide-ass open. But it's that little motion that causes all the issues with the communication on defense. You can see here, they're kind of moving. He's moving with them. It looks like he's trying to pass him off, but this guy looks like he's blitzing. Yep, thanks. So again, just real subtle design elements there to go along with a nice little executed gun naked throw to the left on a flat on a third and really crucial in the red zone. So again, watch the short motion. Watch the adjustment here, 30 to 40. You take him, I got him, huh? Easy. And again, nice little flick from Stroud. Next one here, first of 4 touchdown passes. We're going to have 19, the number 2 down here to the bottom. Another man coverage snafu from the Ravens on the back end. Hutchinson's going to do a nice job here of engaging the edge. So he's going to look like he's blocking 19. And then he's going to leak out into the flat. That's going to have 30, have his eyes all over the place. Instead of being on the guy he's covering, he's going to see the block and get his eyes into the backfield. So again, just this little design element here of he's going to try to reach this guy, make it look like he's blocking. He's then going to get out into the flat. Well, when the defender, 30, sees him block, he is then going to be like, oh, I'm going to make a tackle. I'm going to get my eyes to the backfield. And that's then going to make him late in man coverage out to the flat. If that wasn't there, you probably got a racer to the back pylon, and you've got a racer to the other back pylon with Collins coming underneath here. So it would probably be a 1 to 2 as far as the progression, and then 3 all the way back if you got time. So it's just one of those things where, again, the Ravens are a little sloppy in their coverage, in their eyes, and their keys. Just that enough space, easy touchdown, front pylon, outstanding. Again, really cool little design elements that then build into an opportunity for elite execution in the red zone. And again, just watch 30's eyes. So he's looking right at 19. You can see his helmet then go inside. He moves inside. Now he could be trying to banjo that thing with the outside corner with 13-2, which would make it even more difficult down there in the red zone. Whatever it is, it's too late, too slow, and that's a score. Next one here, 3rd and 7-ish. We're going to work Schultz, the number 3, on the over-the-ball hook. A little, hey, vintage Stroud. A little anticipation on 3rd down. Yes, please. So you can see 86, he's going to run an over-the-ball hook or right in between the hashes. Watch the anticipation here. He's going to go throw this thing right. There's the tap. You can see Schultz not out of that thing yet. The other thing to pay attention to here, just route-wise here, so as we go up and wherever he's supposed to turn, you really are throwing it away from the near defenders. So you can see the feet here. So you really want to split the near defenders. You don't have to know, it doesn't have to be like a drawing on a page where we must split the distance, or we must be 2 yards inside the hash, or we must be at the other hash. You're going to throw this thing, when you play with anticipation, you're going to throw this thing away from the near defenders. So he kind of splits the difference, and it's just a thing of beauty. Watch the accuracy on this thing. I mean, that is perfect, right? Talk about splitting the near defenders. Beautiful. And it tells him which way to turn. Outstanding. 1st down. Love it. I mean, this to me is Stroud at his absolute best. The ball's coming out on time. Decisive, great base, great rhythm. We've got guys who are winning down the field. We've got good enough pass protection. And this is big time 3rd down. 3rd and longish. Get out there, have a zone beater, work the middle of the field. Outstanding. Next one here, another 3rd down, 3rd and medium-ish. This is going to be a tough sack. So we're in just outside the red. We're going to look like we have no idea what's going on with the pass pro. And again, I'm not going to sit here and give you a Dr. Mike dissertation about what's going on with the, Houston's offensive line pass pro issues. I will tell you that I think this is on many people. I certainly is on Stroud to be able to know when he's hot. So what's going on here play-wise? This is essentially a slant down here to the bottom. Okay, now it's 3rd. We'll call it medium-ish. Okay, we got to get to the 19. Do I love slant versus inside cover, inside leverage, 0 like this? Not really. But at least it comes out quick. So you can use this as a hot. Okay, the next part of this essentially is what I'm used to calling a balloon. It's really just a 1-person screen, and usually operates as like a check down. So really we'll call it 5. We could make the argument it's maybe 6, depending on, how some teams do it versus pressure. But to me here, the ball really has to go here. The ball has to come out here. If you don't like that because of the leverage, which I certainly don't like, you could make the argument that you can throw this 1-person screen as kind of a hot as well. Again, do I love, just as a philosophy of pass protection, having the hot on one side and the hot throw on the other? Hell no. Now, is there any rule about, hey, can we have another hot route over here? Sure, we could, but his eyes are certainly over here. Okay, so that's the first part, is just the hot with the pass pro. To me, not the best way to play football. Now, again, I hate getting my quarterback hit like that. Hate at any level. Now, what are we doing here pass pro wise? This to me would almost always get referred to as a 5-0 look in 5-person pass protection. So let's just pretend it's 5-person pass protection. Here, we're going to fan over here. And then with this type of look, okay, where you've got 3 people and you really only have 2 blocking, this is going to be called the potential for a big squeeze. Now, these guys have communication terms that they're going to say here. But if we get this A and this B, we're going to be down, down. You want the widest rusher to be the free rusher. Okay? So let's just assume that that's how it's supposed to be done, because that's how it's supposed to be done in almost any high-level pass protection unit. So right here, this is an L. Okay? Wrong. Now, is this that balloon screen that I was talking about where he's got to block the edge guy, or is he part of the pass pro? If he's part of the pass pro, he's wrong, and the widest guy should be even farther. All that being said, if you're playing quarterback and you've got a free runner over here, you can't get hit in the face, dog. You just can't get hit in the face like this. You cannot. It just can't happen. So we can't have all these L's. Right guard, L. Right guard, massive L. Can't have a free runner in the A or the B gap ever. And then we can't get hit like this. Jesus. Next one here, another third down. We're going to run it this time. CJ Stroud, beautiful job here using his legs. This is like young CJ Stroud. This is like high school CJ Stroud. This is like I just watched my high school highlight tape and I'm back making things happen. Everything except the acceleration and the burst there to find the pylon. But this is a beautiful job from Stroud, kind of leaning into this, saying, hey, I'm going to go make a play with my feet. I don't love whatever this is supposed to be, and I don't love it either. I don't think it's executed necessarily perfectly either. We'll talk about that. But I love the fact that Stroud looks like he's decisive, gets up the field, running away from the big guy. Everything except that final lunge there for the front pylon. Now, what's going on here? Pass concept-wise, to me, the first down marker is the 31, right? I'm not a huge fan of quick outs ever. Certainly not huge fans of quick outs versus press. Now, if this is your dude, and this certainly is their dude, maybe you hang with it and you just don't care. Maybe that's good enough. I think they run this with what I would call a crosser, a basic, and a drive route. So I love all the runaways. I probably would prefer this to get kind of changed to a fade versus press coverage, but whatever, they want to lock it, lock it. Okay, the other part that I don't love about this is the back here. He gets out so fast that technically this is usually called a burst. So drive burst, drive concept with the shallow, burst with the back. He gets out so fast, he goes over the drive. So you don't get the natural rub. So this play, oftentimes when you run what is essentially drive with this basic, and you've got all these runaways going from right to left, and you come out and you have the back come out and under this drive, it almost works like a natural screen sometimes. So you'll be able to go left to right with the read, and this guy will be standing by himself or running away from a linebacker type. So again, just watch first the quick out to the bottom. You like this quick out on 3rd and short? Maybe it's going to be tight. Okay. Now we've got all these runaways coming towards us. No. And now look at the back. The back's going over the top of the shallow. Not for me. But CJ Stroud essentially takes the path of the check down back and goes and gets inside the 5. It's a beautiful job. It really is. It's a great job. And it's got to be a real plus for Stroud in this offense to be able to not necessarily rely on Stroud's feet, but these kinds of explosive plays, especially on 3rd down, plus it allows them to, hey man, they got to have somebody responsible for Stroud. They just can't be playing man coverage, running, not caring about Stroud using his legs. He does right here, and it's a big play. Next one here, second of 4 touchdown passes. Nico Collins, the number 3 down here to the bottom, just running to the middle of the field. And that's as easy as it gets. It's a nice throw from Stroud. I love the accuracy right up on his face. Lets him big body this thing. This is almost certainly a miscommunication, MEMA, whatever you want to call it. Defensively, they've got 2 people on the back. But Stroud and the Texans making him pay. So this is one of those things where it's essentially everyone run up and run to the right. So we're going corner. We're going flat. Here's where the touchdown is here. Whether this is a post or a basic, it doesn't really matter. Short in, short in. So you see everyone is up, almost guarantee the read is start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, good luck getting 5 through a read, but you can see here there's all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Well, why is there all sorts of space in the middle of the field? Well, because they got 2 dudes that are over here covering the back in the flat. Probably not what you want to do in your NFL red zone defense. No apologies, though. Make them pay. Okay, no to the right. He doesn't even start over there. He just goes exactly to the middle of the field. He knows exactly what he's doing. Again, I really want you to showcase the accuracy of this ball. So out on time, middle field's there. This throw is up on his face, allows him to go get it, protect it from the defender, protect yourself. Beautiful. Next one here, another short and medium-ish. This is another pass pro issue that this is one that really kind of pisses me off, because this to me just looks like we are dealing with a incomplete offense. Like we don't have the answers to the pressure. And again, it's hard to say because we're not in the huddle. I can make some assumptions as far as where I think the hot should go, but we have a free runner to our right. It looks like we are aware of it. We certainly see him. We can't quite get away from him as far as an athlete wise, but I want you to just look at the routes. Okay, so this is to me the thing that pisses me off. So we have a free runner up top. When he would throw a hot, so that's after his third step, there's no one looking. Now you might say, hey, this is the NFL. Can we just signal out here and run a fade? The answer to that is yes. Do they do that? No. He runs like an outbreaker. So that's not a hot. This is a no hot situation down here to the bottom. Up here, up to the top. This looks like what I would classify, again, as a variation of drive by the 1 and the 2. Now, everywhere I've ever been, West Coast wise, this drive runner has the potential to be hot, but he has to look. So he has to run, and when you feel there's no second level of the defense, as you run in here, you get your eyes to the quarterback, or else you hit him in the ear hole. You don't want to hit him in the ear in a game, but maybe in practice. So he's not even looking. So we got no hot option. Then you might say, all right, well, what about whatever this route is? Is this a choice route? And he just thinks he's Christian McCaffrey and houses this thing? If that's the case, you absolutely cannot do this if you're the hot. If this is a true choice, maybe he's supposed to go to the flat. And that's where the ball is supposed to go. And it's just one guy not doing it correctly. Well, if it's the one guy not doing it correctly, he can't be the choice runner then. That's disqualifying. Because we can't have our quarterback back here getting smoked like this with free runners. So again, this route, not a hot. The one up top, not looking. It's also not going to be good because you got this big ass guy the 0 dropping right into it. So no hot, no hot. This probably is supposed to be a hot run flat. He just doesn't. Again, he thinks he's going to take it to the house and score. He has no idea it's verse 0, and we've got a free runner. And you can see CJ Stroud looking like he's pointing to him like, yo, 13, get in the flat. Give me something, Kirk. Come on, dog. Give me something here. Because we've got that thing blocked up. Everything except the back being light in the ass. And then we just can't quite get away from him. Next one here, again, working Schultz as the number 3, this time off the mic on the little outbreaker, deep stick. Just a beautiful job here. This is a good example of versus combo coverage. So quarter, half. The flat defender is going to get all sorts of width, and we've got our tight end working off their quote-unquote middle linebacker type. It's just a beautiful job of being on the same page. Again, I really like when Stroud has the ability to play with great rhythm, get the ball out on time. So to me here, this is just what I'm used to calling quarter, half. So quarter, half field player. You can call it whatever the hell you want coverage-wise. What we're going to do here, route distribution-wise, is run a flat by the number 2. We end up tripping here by the number 1, so whatever the hell that was supposed to be. But when the flat defender gets so much width right away, it creates a big void right here. So if we can run up and just put our good tight end against their middle linebacker type and work this space, that's pitch and catch. So we've already hit the over the ball hook, similar type idea. This time we just come back to it, turn the other way this time. And again, watch the flat defender. That flat defender is going to not allow the Gatorade to catch the ball. Okay? And that puts the Mike in a big, tough spot. And that turns into a mini chunk right in the middle of the field. Next one here, another touchdown pass. This is all go. 2x2, we're going to throw the fade up top versus press, back shoulder. That's a handoff of a throw. Again, this is CJ Stroud at his best. Perfectly weighted ball. Okay, not a super, 100+ mile an hour fastball. Perfectly weighted, up high, back shoulder, versus press coverage. Again, these are kind of easy decisions. You get off down here. Okay? You get press here. You get red zone defense, middle field closed. This is all day, every day. If he gaps them at the line of scrimmage, you go back pylon. If they're running together, you just throw it right at him. And again, CJ Stroud makes this throw look easy. Okay, these back shoulder throws are not easy. But the ball's out on time. Look when he lets this thing go. You can see the corner still over the top. That's a back shoulder relationship. Throw it right at him. Let him turn, protect himself, have the ball up. Just a beautiful job. It really is. Like, this is CJ Stroud at his best. And again, you can make the excuses, all the Ravens, whatever. That's an excellent ball. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. You can check out all the courses over at theqbschool.com. Hop over there and enroll. Finally, please make sure to follow me across all the different social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, we come back to the drift post down here to the bottom. Again, catch closed. It's not the exact same play with the run play action or the backside route. We've got big boys out there, jumbo, extra offensive linemen. Sell that run. Look at the pass protections, outstanding. That's routes on air. Again, it's a thing of beauty. When you're rolling like this, I mean, this is beautiful football. So up, and really they only have 3 people in coverage. I got the middle field player. You got the 2 corners up top. The last time we ran this, they ran that outbreaker. This time they run like a little hook or curl, and it would just be 1 to 2. And again, because we've got this jumbo or extra offensive line in here, this sure looks like run. We're going to run, we're going to run, we're going to run. And as long as the second level of the defense comes up with that run fake, it's going to create a massive void down the field. Again, I just love seeing plays that are designed and have multiple people open, even if this is 8-person protection. So drift, yes. Hook up top, it's going to be a little bit tighter. It's better corner play, but still, that's going to be there. And again, you're selling out with the play action, but it's early down in distance. CJ Stroud, again, at his best, on time, in rhythm, ball out, hit the back foot, turn, throw, put it on him, let's go. 3rd and forever here. Finally, we're able to beat the blitz up top with a little slant. The ball's out. Stroud is decisive. Again, it looks like he knows he's going to have a free runner to the right. It's a little complicated with the moving of the back and the motion. But again, we have a free runner to the right. We get the ball out. We don't get hit, and we get to a 4th, and we're going to go for it. 4th, and we're going to get with a fullback dive. The only other thing I would say here, and again, these are things you would only know if you were in the huddle. But here's your slant. We've got technically a free runner here. Great. Use it as the hot. Outstanding. Again, I put 2 lines to our hot route. Kind of looks like a H. Okay, you're welcome for that. Down here, it looks like they're running like swing screen blocking. To me, that would mean that the back is probably supposed to run the swing screen. That or someone doesn't do the right thing down here to the bottom. If that's the case, if the back is supposed to be on the swing screen here, it's a pretty cool little wrinkle that they have pass pro responsibilities first, and then it ends up almost being like a check swing, right? Because the back comes up here, and we'll talk about the fact that I don't love backs cutting from the backfield, but he's in pass pro here. So again, if we didn't throw the slant, what would we throw down here to the bottom? Right? Everybody's blocking. Now, maybe this guy's supposed to run the bubble. There could be a bunch of different issues. But if we're doing a back swing screen with pass pro responsibilities, that's pretty sweet. And again, I love throwing a slant on 3rd and long just for this reason, because you're going towards your end zone. You got a chance to break a tackle and make this play. So first here, let's watch the back. I just don't love cutting like this. I'm telling you, I've seen with my own eyes this guy go right into the quarterback's knees. Again, we've got the free runner to the right. And again, it looks a little funky because they're basically man blocking this thing because it's quick game. So they're not really fanning that thing. But the ball's out. CJ Stroud doesn't get hit. And we got a chance to go for it on 4th and get it. Next call here, easily one of my favorite calls of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. We're going to hit the number 2 down here to the bottom. Kirk all the way back across on that big nod post. This has become kind of a staple play across the league. I love it. I think of it as a naked keeper changeup, and it's really great versus middle field close man coverage. So everything about this looks like normal naked keeper movement play. You're going to throw it in the flat, and then you come back, and instead of running a corner, you run this big post across the field. And I really love the design here where they have the tight end also. So this is what a normal naked or a keeper looks like. And we'll have someone come across and it's in the flat. You see me draw this up all the time in a condensed formation, and I usually say there's someone in the flat, someone in the over, and someone to the corner. Okay, now off this play is what they run here. And we come up, we nod to the corner, and then we take this thing all the way back across the field. And there's no one back here. Now it's really only good versus middle field closed, where this guy's going to creep over the top. He knows this route distribution too. And you need the backside corner to run with the over. If the backside corner plays a third or if they try to invert replace this thing, it's not near as good. Once you get this guy running with the over and this guy in the middle of the field thinking he's going to help with the corner, when you come out of this thing, there's nobody over there. The other part about this play is that normally on a naked keeper, you got to stay on the run here. But here, because of where the tight end is lined up, they kind of hide him as the number 1. He's able to really secure the edge. So you get this edge secured. Now we've got enough time to hang in there, let this thing develop, and throw this thing all the way back across the field. I love this play. This is outstanding. So first, let's watch the tight end at the bottom secure the edge. There it is, right? Now let's watch that nod post. So up, inside release, nod, all the way back. Now let's watch the middle field safety. See him turn and run to the corner. He recognizes the distribution too. Put our foot in the ground, and we got all this space. You know, everything here except the final touchdown. That's a big, big chunk play. Outstanding design. Great play call. Beautiful job from Stroud seeing that corner. Okay, watch the corner here from the end zone. You'll be able to see him run with the over. Come on, corner. There he is. So that corner, 23, is running with him. So that guarantees, we've got all that space back there on the backside. Just lay it out there. Let your guy go make a big, big play. Next one here, the 4th final touchdown pass. 14, Noel. We're going to fake the toss, come out, hit him in the flat. And the Ravens are just really struggling dealing with man coverage and motion. So again, we can see here when they bring in 14 with the short motion here, we can see 2 with the Ravens communicating. Okay, I got 14. I got 14. Now we're going to toss across. Well, as I have 14 and he's running across, I'm going to run into 40. Boop. Friendly fire. Doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Touchdown. So it's all of those things. So again, short motion. So these 2 guys are almost certainly banjoing these 2 guys. So they're communicating who's who in the zoo, even if they're not banjoing. When we motion, they need to communicate again. All right, what are we going to do? All right, 2, I'm going to stay with him. Great. Well, then when he runs across here, I've got to have the ability to navigate this and run across. I can't get picked by my own guy, even though he is camouflage in the end zone. It just can't happen. And again, they had issues like this all day. Whoop. Just that amount of space is a walk-in touchdown in the league. Last one here, another play action issue. This time not on Stroud. They're not hot. It's just a left tackle just getting totally confused. Another free runner on our quarterback. It's just very, very hard to play quarterback. when you have these many issues in the pass pro world. This is not a difficult one. This is double mug 101. We got 6 people. They can bring 6 people. We can't have our left tackle being confused on who's who in the zoo. So again, we're trying to get the ball to Schultz up top. It's going to be a first down probably. And we've got our left tackle squeezing to no one. Just getting a free runner on our quarterback. So again, here we can see it from the end zone. And again, I think it's important to pay attention here because so much of playing quarterback is tethered to the pass protection. So when the center is fanning to 40, so he's going to 40, we're almost certainly out here. We're fanning here, and we're going to have the back step up right on this backer type right here. This is not difficult. There is no world where this player in 6-person pass protection is going to squeeze here, and we're going to allow this guy to be a free runner to the quarterback. It just cannot happen. Third down in the league, it can't happen at JV football. That is tough. That is tough to play quarterback like that. So it can be a great day, and we can beat the brakes off depleted Ravens, but we got to solve the pass pro. We got to solve it. So that is a wrap. CJ Stroud, the Texans, putting the absolute beat down on an injured Baltimore team, no doubt about it, not at their best. Regardless, love seeing CJ Stroud play at that kind of rookie level for him, which was so damn impressive, back out there playing with great rhythm, timing, anticipation, accuracy, all the things that you associate with CJ Stroud playing at a high level on full display in this film. Now, that's great. We also have to talk about the pass pro issues. Okay, it's essentially a cocktail of chaos because it's not one thing. It'd be one thing if Stroud just missed a hot or if one offensive lineman made a mistake, but when you have what looks like the pass pro unit confused repeatedly on third downs, and you have maybe the quarterback looking like he doesn't quite know where to go with the ball all the time, it's just one of those things that has to get better. It's almost impossible to have long-term success over the course of a season if you can't pass protect the quarterback and the quarterback doesn't know where to go when they are in quote-unquote hot situations or have free runners on the quarterback. So those things have to get solved, but man, you got to really appreciate and enjoy that kind of film from a quarterback perspective because CJ Stroud locked in, looking like vintage CJ Stroud, running around too, all sorts of great stuff. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Next one here, a little bonus footage, a couple runs. Who doesn't love a good bunch duo to the house? We're going to talk about what's going on run game wise. I love CJ Stroud. Look at him down there. First one down there to celebrate. Let's go. Always love to see that in a quarterback on a run game. Now, to me here, this is just duo. There are a number of great individual efforts here. The first one I want you to pay attention to is Hutchinson. Okay, 19 coming in here. Not only do you get 2 touchdowns on the day, but you're also inserting yourself in the C gap. Okay, maybe a bit of a bear hug turn, but still get your guy out of there. Now, the part that I love, and I love duo more than you love duo. Put it that way. Duo is a dent for obviously duo is we're trying to get as many double teams as possible. You'd love to get clean double teams at both of these things and walk these guys back to here, walk this guy back to here. But sometimes these things aren't perfect. Okay, this is not a drill. So if he goes over here, this double team, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, drive this cat and just drive his ass out of the hole. You're denting the defense. And then from the back standpoint here, same side duo as you come downhill, almost always the read is off that play side linebacker. He goes this way. It's an easy come back and come out this front door. But I want you to watch the double team of the right guard and right tackle. Let's go. Boom. And again, they're trying to come off to 40, but he runs all the way to the other A gap. You're never going to get there. The center gets enough, but that's my kind of dent of a defense. They can't tackle on the back end, and we are to the house. Next one here is a 4th and short after that slant we threw as a hot. This is a beautiful job. This might be the first ever fullback dive I've ever done on the channel. This is one of those ones where it's a premium look more than anything else. So when you get this big backside B gap here, it's just a invitation to attack it and dump a bunch of different ways. A lot of NFL teams forever have liked fullback dive out of I. I do think it kind of hits quickly, but I want you to pay attention here to the front. Okay, so front-wise here, as we get this double constricted, so we got two dudes in the A gap here. We've got outside shade on the tackle here. Then we've got what normally would be that outside shade on the tackle here. Okay, if they were mirrored, he's a little bit wider. Now he's on the inside shade of the tight end. So what that does is that causes a bigger B gap here. So again, you don't have to be a run game guru to look at this photo and be like, where are the bubbles? Okay, we got a bubble here and we got a bubble here. Which bubble is bigger? This bubble, my crummy drawing, or this bubble? Okay, a little bit wider. Okay. Yeah, thanks. This one. So they have the perfect call on here. Now, the other part about it is because he's not on the tackle here, he's on the tight end, it allows this tight end to get in here on this inside scoop, and it allows this big guy to get up to the second level. So as we roll this thing forward, it just naturally falls back to that big B gap. So again, if you're not going to take away the A and the B gaps in short yardage, you're going to get a tackle like this forever. They can't call this fast enough. I mean, that's as easy of a fourth down run as you'll ever see in the league. And again, it's a really nice job by 82 eating that in the face, and a nice job by the left tackle getting up to the second level. Big time ball.